What's up, fight fans? Islam Makhachev and Arman Sarukian are in a weird spot. Meanwhile, Tsarukyan is taking another jab, this time at Topuria's style.
Lo primero y más sencillo de todo.
Khamzat Chimaev has fixed his cardio and he's ready for a 5-round title war with Dricus du Plessis. Plus, Pereira and Ankalaev just dropped a new training video. Fans are already making predictions and theories, so without wasting time, let's get into it. Islam Makhachev is walking a tightrope right now, and Chael Sonnen isn't sugarcoating it. According to Sonnen, Islam's move up to welterweight is anything but safe. In fact, Sonnen believes Makhachev is in a really tough spot. What an incredibly difficult situation to put Islam in, said Sonnen recently on his YouTube channel. If he loses, what then? Is he gonna run back down to 155? And let's not forget, it's not the same division anymore. There's a new king sitting on that throne. Or does he try to start all over again at 170, climbing that ladder? Honestly, I don't think Team Islam is even considering that scenario. I think they fully expect to win. Topuria has also said multiple times that if Makachev loses, he'll have to get in line like everyone else to earn another shot. On the flip side, if he wins, it could be huge. A dominant performance at 170 could open the door to champ status, or at least set up a massive super fight with Topuria. This is the kind of gamble that can make or break a fighter's legacy. Makachev has the skills to pull it off, no doubt. Arman Tsarukyan is the #1 contender for the title, but that's just on paper. In reality, he's been sitting out for 473 days, and he still doesn't have a fight announced. That's a pretty brutal kind of math for a guy who was this close to a title shot not long ago. Now, with Topuria holding the belt, things have only gotten trickier. Arman's not hiding his frustration anymore. He wants that title fight. Badly, kind of like Bilal Muhammad back in the day. Sarukian is even getting meme treatment now. But recently, Arman sat down with Makhachev on YouTube and sounded pretty confident. He said there's a 70% chance that he fights Topuria next. I'm #1 in the rankings, but the UFC can do whatever they want. Even if I don't get a title shot next, if I keep winning, they won't have a choice but to give me one. Topuria, on the other hand, is staying quiet about his next fight. El Matador has hinted that he wants to face Paddy Pimblett, someone he has a good history of beef with. In that same interview with Makhachev, Tsarukyan commented on Topuria's desire to fight Pimblett instead of him. He said that if he were in Topuria's place, he'd pick Pimblett too. Hard to argue with that logic. Arman is a dangerous fight for anyone. Meanwhile, Topuria is out in Spain, living his best life. The guy's basically a pop star now, singing on stage with his friend Omar Montes at a massive festival in front of thousands. He even performed his own UFC walkout song live.
Para que tú hagas una buena actuación. Lo primero y más sencillo de todo, proyectar la voz. Porque cuando salgas ahí delante de 100.000 personas, tú estás acostumbrado delante de 100.000 personas a liarte a dar hostias, pero aquí no hace falta.
But Tsarukyan isn't backing down from a potential fight with Topuria. Arman even took a shot at Ilya on social media, mocking him for copying Conor McGregor's look and attitude. He posted a photo and wrote, "Who wants to let him know he looks like the Alibaba version of McGregor?" So here we are, the #1 contender waiting for a fight, the champ enjoying the spotlight, and fans wondering how long UFC can keep Arman on the bench. He's young, hungry, and not afraid to speak up. If he keeps pushing, the UFC might not have any choice but to give him what he's asking for. And it's not just him. We, the fans of this sport, want to see that fight too, so Topuria can settle this once and for all. UFC 319 is right around the corner, and the main event is middleweight champ Dricus du Plessis defends his title against Khamzat Chimaev. After years of hype, Chimaev finally gets his shot at gold. But there's a catch. The fight is 5 rounds. And let's be honest, if there's one question fans keep asking, it's this: can Chimaev go the distance? We've seen it before. Against Gilbert Burns and Kamaru Usman, Chimaev came out like a wild animal in round 1, but slowed down noticeably in rounds 2 and 3. And that was in 3-round fights. Now he's got to go 5, and his gas tank might be the real challenge. But he's added Sam Calavita to his team, a performance coach known for turning fighters into endurance machines. The guy used to work for NASA and now geeks out over fighter physiology. If anyone can help Chimaev level up his cardio, it's Sam. Arman Tsarukyan, who's been training in the same camp, shared that he's been giving Chimaev advice. Stop overtraining, save your body.
В этом лагере он прибавил восстановление и функциональную работу. То есть он работает над функционалкой 2 раза в неделю. Отдельно, помимо спаррингов, помимо борьбы, он работает с тренером именно по функционалке.
Ну,
и
кардио, да, условно?
Кардио, да. И я думаю, что в этом бою он должен хорошо дышать.
То есть ты считаешь, что сейчас над ним поработали, да?
Да, сейчас он его проверяет каждый день, его восстановление, он встает, и есть монитор, где показывает его восстановление каждое утро. И если он находится в яме, то
из ямы вытаскивают,
из ямы вытаскивают, дают больше отдохнуть, и чтобы он был свеж и мог выполнить. Потому что ты, если придешь перетренированный на спарринг, ты не сможешь отработать. И из-за этого вот этого парня нужен человек, который будет 24/7 контролировать его и останавливать, чтобы он не перетренировался. Очень работоспособный парень.
Chimaev now training with a heart rate monitor and trying not to go full beast mode in every session. And this version of Chimaev might finally be able to fight smart after the 7-minute mark instead of crashing.
Come on. Mac, what's the next move? That's it, Aaron. Don't let me go. That's it. There you go. Keep going. Up the hill. Let's go.
Still, Duplessis is no easy puzzle. He's tough, awkward, and can keep pushing even when tired. He's shown that more than once. And if the fight drags into the later rounds, he'll be dangerous. But if Chimaev paces himself and brings the same chaos he always does, just with more control, we might see his best performance yet. According to Khamzat's manager, Chimaev is in the best shape of his life. Stronger, faster, and more focused than ever.
Sweep is Khamzat's manager. He's out here to make sure everything's going good. We've been seeing his camp progressing. The guy's an animal. One thing I see about him, his cardio is going to another level.
Yeah, I mean, you see it every week. It just gets better and better. Coach Cal also, he's looking at the numbers, and he's saying that it's incredible, the numbers that he's putting out. So,
and I'm watching him train with Arman. It seems like him and Arman have an amazing connection right now.
Yeah. You see, they have like this kind
they're
of
battling each other.
Exactly. When they're training, when they're training, they're going for each other, and then we're not training, they're together like brothers. So it's perfect. It's a good matchup for them. They're both like dialed in, and they're both some of the best fighters in the world. So it's good to have them working together.
Tom Aspinall breaks down how to build lasting stamina with focused reps, sharp muscle memory, and the cardio to survive 15 minutes of mayhem inside the cage.
What I'm doing here is basically, I'm choosing one combination. Doesn't really matter what the combination is. I try to do it more of a realistic combination, something that I would do in a fight. And I am throwing the combination as technically perfect as I can and as hard and fast as I can for 1 minute. So it's just all out for a minute, as hard as I can. And then I have a minute off. So that would be 1 round. A minute on, a minute off would be 1 round. And I do that for 14 rounds. By the end of the 14 rounds, you should be absolutely exhausted. Like, you are going 100%. In that 1 minute, it's not only should be technically perfect, physically, it should be like a sprint. You should be absolutely exhausted, gassed, nothing left in the tank when you get your 1 minute to recover. This is working on your lung capacity. It's really good reps as well. Like, if you're doing the technique properly, which you should be, it's really good for your muscle memory to just keep going over and over and over and getting those reps in. So choose 2 or 3 punches, maybe 4 punches for a combination. Just rep them out as fast and hard as you can for a minute, have a minute off, and then repeat that. You can do, infinite amount of rounds. I would probably start doing it at between 5 and 10 rounds as a beginner and build it up. As your fitness builds, build that up.
Alex Pereira's new training video got fans buzzing ahead of UFC 320. He's been putting in serious work on his striking, the part of his game that didn't work out in the fight with Pereira and Ankalaev at UFC 313. The footage brought the hype back as Poatan gears up for a comeback, clearly focused on getting payback. He looks more dangerous and determined than ever.
right there you stay. Right there you stay. When you come in, repeat. Right through.
Na manha do gato. Vamos pra viajar. Você tá doido. Chama.
Meanwhile, Pereira and Ankalaev is also getting ready for the rematch, sharpening his grappling, the part of his game that also didn't work out in the fight with Pereira at UFC 313. At the end of the video is Ben Askren. Lately, many are worried about him again, and fans are very interested in what is going on. Most recently, Ben said, "There is progress." He jokes that he did not wet himself. "I just spilled water."
What's up, guys? Update number 9. So I know I gotta kick some butt on this walker. I did a full lap earlier. That was the first time I did a full lap. So I'm gonna try to do a full lap again. Hopefully I see I'm making some progress and getting better, even though I'm stuck here in the hospital.
5.
That's progress. I'm gassed. Seems pathetic. One lap of walking can get you there tired. But that was my almost 3rd lap today, so I'm making some good progress. Hope you guys are doing the same with your laps.
That's it for today, but if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We're just a little bit away from hitting 90,000 subscribers, so thanks in advance.